22. The masterpiece of the greatest creator, the beauty of nature. 22. While learning about Introduction to Literature, our teacher told us, we are surrounded by beauty. The reason we have failed to discover beauty is that we lack the eyes to perceive it. In 1986, I went to the Mandarin Duck Reservoir in Jinta County with my classmates from Jiuquan Education College. We got off the bus on the road from Jiuquan City to Jinta County. Guess what my first impression was? I felt the beauty of relaxation and happiness for becoming a part of Mother Nature because, as soon as we got off the bus, we saw the vast expanse of the endless Gobi Desert. It seemed that we city dwellers had entered another world of wildness, wonder, remoteness, and vastness. All of us cried out with one voice, "Wow, beautiful." How can we say that the Gobi Desert is not beautiful? When I climbed the Great Wall at Badaling during my study at Beijing Foreign Trade University, I saw the meandering Great Wall fly like a gigantic dragon on the top of the undulating mountains. I felt a beauty of valiance, unrestrained freedom, and flying. During my study at Zhangjiago Geology Technical School, I used to go climbing with my classmates. Standing on the mountaintop and overlooking the wilderness with curling smoke beyond the Great Wall, I felt a beauty of serenity, leisureliness, composure, and ease induced by the picturesque natural scenery. While studying in Lanzhou Education College, I would sit by the Yellow River whenever I had the opportunity. Since I grew up by the Yellow River, I have a special love for it. Watching the surging and rolling river flow in its meandering course, I felt that my thinking had been carried to a remote place, and I was filled with the aesthetic feeling of surging emotions and endless yearnings. In the small islands of Luanda, the capital of Angola, in the Bella port of Mozambique, on the beach of Dar es Salaam, the capital of Tanzania, in the end of the earth of China's Hainan Island, in the Cape of Good Hope of South Africa's Cape Town, everywhere the azure sky and sea elicits in me an aesthetic sense of mystery, fantasy, eternity, and infinity. There is the world-famous Victoria Waterfall on the Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe. I used to drive a 6-ton truck of the Chinese Jifeng brand to fetch water from there. Each time I approached it, I was overwhelmed by its tumbling heroism. Its vigorous momentum, mountain-shaking power, thunderous rumbling, dragon soaring, and the numerous rainbows among the waterfall created a dreamlike aesthetic feeling of dauntlessness and unrestraint. Harare is a garden-esque city, and Zimbabwe is a green country. Here, birds sing and flowers bloom all year round. Everywhere, you can see lush and green foliage. For years, I wandered among the green mountains and rivers. Under the blue sky and white clouds, the trees, flowers, and grass are extremely beautiful. I have not been to a prairie, but a dance I learned in middle school has always been lingering in my mind. The dance sings praise of the prairie of Hulunbuir in Inner Mongolia, the galloping courser, the herds of sheep, the drifting white clouds in the blue sky, and clusters of small flowers dotting the endless stretch of green land. In my imagination, the prairie is refreshing and intoxicating, and I long for it. The Gobi Desert, mountains, fields, rivers, oceans, creeks, and waterfalls, the blue sky and white clouds, flowers, grass, and trees, all are beautiful. The prairie, even in imagination, is also very beautiful. The starlight stretching across the sky, the morning and evening glows, the hovering eagles, the dancing butterflies, the grapes on the vines, the mouth-watering melons and fruits, the exquisite and translucent gemstones, the sparkling and shining dewdrops, the croaking of frogs, the chirping of insects, the singing of birds, the neighing of horses, and even the mirage, nature displays strange and stunning beauty everywhere. Nature is beautiful, and man is even more beautiful. I have not seen the 4 ancient beauties in China, nor have I studied any of them carefully. However, I have appreciated numerous Western beauties from the internet, especially nude ones. I have been deeply influenced by Buddhism, Christianity, and Confucianism, but the power of beauty is so great that it can cause the complete collapse of my moral defense line. The temptation of beauty is so strong that it can intoxicate and thrill people. Sometimes I imagine them to be the painted skins, Hua Pai, in Strange Stories from a Chinese Studio, which will suck my marrow and blood, pull out my tendons, and skin me alive. I also know that, a beauty of 18 is soft and tender, her charm is as sharp as a sword that can cut through an ordinary man, although he may look the same, unknowingly his marrow is sucked clean and dry. However, my natural inclination for beauty is so strong that I wish to be consumed by it. Should we turn a deaf ear and a blind eye to beauty? If beauty can cause our downfall, so can the beauty of nature. Aren't they the same? The earnest and tireless teachings of Jesus and Sakyamuni keep ringing in my ears. On the other hand, beauty bewitches me with its irresistible force. I have been plunged into deep misery and desperation. Why is this? I ponder, I repent, I hate myself, and I pity myself. What should I do? I cannot help but look for the greatest Creator, pleading for a definitive answer. Who has bestowed beauty upon everything? If a person has no other purpose than mere survival, they will need nothing more than a kennel and a basin of pig feed. Why should everything be given a beautiful appearance? Finally, I have found the answer. The beauty of everything has been created by the greatest Creator, who intended for us to enjoy the beauty of life. Now that the revered greatest Creator of the universe has offered us beauty, why should we act against the will of the greatest Creator and view beauty as a dreadful disaster? Is Jesus wrong? Is Buddha Sakyamuni wrong? No, not at all. Honey is sweet, but if we cannot extricate ourselves from it, we may put our lives and wonderful future at stake, which is quite unworthy. We must heed the painstaking advice of God and Buddha. However, now that all beauty has been created by the greatest Creator, we are entitled to enjoy it. All beauty should be shared and not privatized. Everyone is greedy and exclusive by nature. When one cannot possess certain beauty, they will try every means to decry it and prevent others from enjoying it. I praise all of you beautiful men and women, and through you, I praise the greatest Creator. Internet beauties, the road to paradise and Elysium world has been closed to you. Let me lead you to the 1,000-year world. You have shown your beauty to the world and the public. You are not monsters, nor are you sprites. But remember, your beauty is given by the greatest Creator. You should always remember the favor of the greatest Creator and feel indebted to and love Him. However, it will be a different story if you use your beauty for evil. Beauty is the masterpiece of the greatest Creator, and the existence of beauty is the best evidence of the existence of the greatest Creator.